Pat Ridge with Ridge Production, and I'm going to be reviewing Dunkirk today. Christopher Nolan's new film, Dunkirk, which is, it's been promoted and they've been building it up and it's Christopher Nolan's new film, and oh my god, this is gonna be so fucking cool. Hype, 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 hype. Like all his fucking movies. And on paper, this movie seems like it's fucking gonna be great. And when you're watching it, it looks great. And it feels like it should be, you should be liking it, but I didn't. And it's not good. And I felt almost like it was a chore to be watching it, which I get could be cool if you want to get thrown into this war and be kind of uncomfortable and it's painful. It's a painful experience to be in a war, and but I mean, you know what? Like, that's not. I didn't even feel that. I just didn't give a shit. It's fucking. I'm not saying I don't care about what happened or that I'm not able to have any empathy for what any of those guys were going through. I think the story is amazing, and I think that it should have been a great film. And if I cared about any of the characters in it, it probably would have been a lot better. There was no real story or emotional attachment to any of the characters. And I just sort of think this is kind of a Christopher Nolan thing. I'm a huge fan of cinema, and I love a bunch of directors, and I love movies, and it's actually rare that I have this like strong of an opinion the other way. And I don't get me wrong, like, I think Christopher Nolan's fucking rad, and like I think that I mean, dude, it would be a dream to do half of what he's done. And I kind of feel like a little bit of a bitch, like critiquing someone. Like, who the fuck do you think you are, having an opinion about someone who's done so much and accomplished so much? I've never really liked that. I used to be in a group, and we would like put out a video on YouTube or whatever, and it would just be like a bunch of fucking kids in their fucking room talking shit that haven't done anything with their life. And it just was like kind of annoying and frustrating. But like, I mean, that's what I'm here to do, is give you my honest opinion about Dunkirk, which I think it's not just about that movie. It's more about Christopher Nolan as a director. I think that from the very beginning with Memento, he has this kind of idea, and he's very good at tricking you and sort of like holding up this like smoke screen over here and distracting you with like antics. And you're like, oh, what a cool idea. Like, oh, this guy has to get tattoos to remind him of shit because he keeps forgetting. And then the same thing with The Dark Knight and Inception and even Interstellar. It's like there's all these, there'd be cool ideas, dreams, or like, and the music and the epicness of the whole thing and the shots, and like, it's all so amazing, right? But it's missing the most important thing, the one thing that separates great movies from movies that we will forget, is the plot and the characters and the dialogue. They're all missing that, I think. Like, if you watch The Dark Knight again, it's like, Heath Ledger's so good in it, and it feels like such a dope version of that story that you're just like, it's fun to watch just for that reason alone. But there's so many times in that movie where you'll be watching it and you'll be like, wait, why did that just happen? Or like, wait, why did Harvey Dent become Two-Face? Because he's frustrated about what? Like, watch it again and you'll realize a lot of it doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's like you're tricked with all that other stuff, and then you just sort of accept like the missing plot points and the missing character development and the missing connection that you're supposed to have with these fucking characters. So just to go back to Dunkirk, the dude, there was one dude with the two kids, Mark Rylance, that he was also in Bridge of Spies. That dude is a really great actor, and he kind of was one of the, besides Tom Hardy, like the best part of the movie. And it's funny, Tom Hardy is so good. Like you 95% of the movie, all you can see is his eyes, and he doesn't really say much, you know. And when he does, it's through this kind of it's like a way you communicate when you're flying a jet. It's through like the intercom or through like the walkie-talkie. And it sort of reminds me of like when he played Bane. Like you don't really see his face a lot, and you kind of hear a distorted voice version of his voice. And that other movie that he did where he's in the car the whole time, I don't know, there's something about his eyes and the way he can do a lot with a little. The movie was called Lock, where he's literally, the entire movie takes place in a car, and it's fucking dope. And Tom Hardy's he's just fucking great. And this other dude, Mark Rylance, is great. And this dude, Barry Cogan, who played George, is also really, really great. Kind of reminds me of the dude that was in Mud, who's going to be in the new Steven Spielberg movie, but I'm sort of getting off the topic. I think the bottom line is I didn't enjoy Dunkirk. I think I would probably have given it 60% or something. Yeah, you can check out the review right here below on my Twitter. But and I almost feel like it almost feels like disrespectful to do that, and I think that's actually why it got such a high review, because people think they're just supposed to like it because it's Christopher Nolan and because it was done so well. And I feel like people are like embarrassed to be honest about how they feel about this fucking movie. But like, I wouldn't fucking watch this movie again. None of the people I was with would have either. It just felt like a chore, and I left halfway through and was just kind of like, I didn't leave halfway through, I just went to the bathroom, and I was like, I wasn't like in a rush to get back. And I don't know, it just the sound was really like loud and kind of annoying too. It was like just, I don't know, they just kind of missed the mark. So yeah, I guess that's my review. I don't really fuck with Christopher Nolan. But it's weird because I'm excited to see his fucking movies every time they come out. Like, he's like almost like a marketing genius, or like a magician, you know? Like he's able to convince you that, you know, this thing is good when really it's really not. Stay, you know, subscribe and like and below if you can, and stay, you know, check in for more reviews and stuff next time.